Hi, this is Debbie and welcome back to Cheyenne Life. Today I'm going to be bringing you a recipe for some Brussels sprouts. And you thought you didn't like Brussels sprouts before? Well, after this recipe you may change your mind. As you can see, what you're going to need is a large cast iron skillet. You can use a smaller cast iron skillet if you would like to. Just depends on how much you want to make. But basically what I have is a 2-pound bag of Brussels sprouts and a large cast iron skillet. You're going to need yourself a little bit of some olive oil and a little bit of some balsamic vinegar. And this is a reduction. And I really prefer the reduction because it is a sweeter type of balsamic vinegar. And as you can see, I got this at Big Lots. You can find them at Big Lots for $2.80 unless they have changed the price. There was a little bit of an issue with them trying to get it in during the COVID pandemic, so I'm not sure if they have them back in or not because I bought a whole lot of them at that time. But you're going to need that with the Brussels sprouts and a large cast iron skillet, some olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic. So here I have my 2-pound bag, and I also have my cutting board, and I am just basically trimming off the end of the Brussels sprouts and then splitting them in half and putting them in the pan. Alright, and next you just want to go ahead and put on your salt and pepper. As you can see, my pan is all full of the 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts. It's about 1.5 to 2 pounds. Never sure with those actual bags. And right here I have some French Mediterranean sea salt. And I'm just sprinkling it onto the Brussels sprouts all around. And then we'll grab our pepper. And go ahead and get that dusted on there as well. And this is just a ground pepper that I had in my cabinets. Nothing fancy. But just be generous with the salt and the pepper. So there we have it. And then I'm going to grab the olive oil. And I just happen to have the olive oil dispenser here. And we're just going to go ahead and drizzle all of those Brussels sprouts. Make sure to get each one with the olive oil. And it also helps by coating the pan beneath. All right, so there we have our olive oil. And next we're just going to go ahead and grab the balsamic vinegar. And you're just going to go ahead and drizzle that on as well. And you can make a little pattern if you want to. I just kind of drizzle it on however it may. And you can also add bacon to this because it will cook in your oven. And you want to go ahead and preset your oven, get it preheating to 350 degrees or 375. A little bit less time if you're doing 375 than with the 350. I always just do the 350 so that way I can kind of monitor it a lot easier. And you just drizzle that all over those Brussels sprouts. All right, and then we're just going to go ahead and put this in our preheated 350 degree oven for around 40 minutes. Just make sure you check it with a fork to see if they're getting tender. And once they are done, when you pull them out of the oven, you want to go ahead and serve these up nice and hot and fresh. Absolutely delicious, wonderful, wonderful Brussels sprouts with balsamic vinegar, salt, pepper, olive oil, and we're going to go ahead and put on our minced garlic. And don't worry, the olive oil carafe is just fine. I know you heard it bang there a second ago. It's a thick glass and it just kind of tilted over. Sometimes they're pretty easy to tilt over. But there we have our garlic, and we're just drizzling the garlic on, and don't matter if you get the juice in there as well. It all works out in the end. So there we go. We're just getting that drizzled on. And you can also dust this with onion powder as well if you'd like to have a little bit of an extra pow to it. And if you're doing bacon with it, make sure you're just cutting up the bacon into tiny little square pieces. Or you can fry it prior and then add it as it's already cooked, if you prefer it to have it fried. Anyway, that is the garlic that is on there. I'm going to go ahead and dust this with some onion powder, and then we're going to go ahead and stick this in the oven for 45 minutes on 350. And there you have it. We have it in our oven. I just put it in. I'm going to go ahead and set this for 40 minutes on 350. So hope everyone enjoys that recipe. Try it out. It is a really nice, quick recipe for Brussels sprouts. It's delicious. Even my grandson, he's 3.5 years old, absolutely loves it. So we will see you in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notices on new videos as they come out.